This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Beaver Creek, being held virtually this year. Joining me right now is Stephen Power. He is the executive chairman of Antipa Minerals. It's a publicly traded company. This symbol is AZY on the ASX. Stephen, thank you for joining me today. How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks, Robert, and thanks for the opportunity, and glad to be here.
Great to have you on. So let's start with a very quick overview and history of the company, and then we'll go from there.
Sure. We're a gold copper exploration company. We're listed in Australia, Australian-based. We've got a very large 5,300 square kilometre ground holding in the Paterson Province. Your listeners might know that because there's been some action recently. Rio Tinto made a big discovery up there, the Winu copper gold discovery, which they say they're bringing in development in 2023. There's also the Telfer gold mine, which has been there for 40 years. That was a whale of a discovery, 32 million ounces of gold and 1 million tonnes of copper. There's also been Greatland Gold up there who made a great discovery. So we've been around for about 10 years now. We put this package together when it was very unfashionable area to be on, which has allowed us to really assemble a good package of ground.
So what would you say makes the company unique and different compared to some of your peers out there?
Robert, it's the asset. It's an absolute pearler. It's proven tier one, right? Because you've got Telfer there, you've now got Winu. It's also underexplored, so you know there's a lot of things to find out there, a lot of new discoveries to find, and it's a low sovereign risk country. So which is an excellent package. So it provides really large leverage to investors. We've also we've got 3 farming joint ventures which we've entered into, and the quality of the farming partners I think shows the worth of the asset. We've got, in 2015 we entered into a $60 million farm-in, that's Australian dollars, with Rio Tinto in the north. We've recently this year entered into another one with Newcrest in the south, which is another $60 million joint venture. And then in the middle, we've entered into with IGO, which is a mid-cap Australian listed company, gold company, with a $30 million joint venture. So good big numbers and some solid exploration coming up. And we've also got our own 140 square K piece of ground, which has 720,000 ounces in it at about 2 grams. So I think we've got a package which our peers really would struggle to match, I think.
I got to tell you, the way you started that answer was so funny. You know, you're just like, oh, Robert, let me tell you right now. So that was good. You're frothing at the bit to tell me, you know, what makes it unique and different. So I appreciate that. What's your background? I mean, how'd you come into all this?
I'm a lawyer by background and worked in West Perth. If you are a lawyer in West Perth in Western Australia, you do resources.
I was gonna say, like, does it get more west than West Perth? I don't know.
No, not unless you're in the ocean. So, so definitely not. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that for more than 30 years, and I don't do it anymore. But that's where I come from, and that's what you do. So I've got a lot of experience with farm-ins and joint ventures and how the industry works. And so have all of our board and our managing director as well, Roger. You know, he's a Western mining trained guy. Your listeners would have heard of Western mining. So we're all quality people, and you know, we sort of do a good job, I think.
Well, you think, you know, and hopefully it'll show, right? You know, it is what it is, right? So
it's modest. A rare display of modesty.
A rare display. There you go. Humbled by nature, of course. So So Stephen, from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the company's value catalysts now moving forward for the rest of this year going into 2021?
Oh, look, I think that in the next 2 years, through all of those joint ventures, we'll have an excess of Australian $20 million of exploration expenditure going into the ground, which we won't need to contribute to. So that's their joint venture partners putting that money in, and we're carried for that exploration expenditure. And also Rio Tinto, we've got the existing Calibre resource up there in the north on our joint venture ground with Rio Tinto, which is about 1.3 million ounces of gold. Rio are out there drilling that out. So it's 45 kilometers from Winu, which they're going to put into production. So there are obvious synergies and opportunities there. If they get that up, it's a mammoth, it's a big discovery, 400-meter intersections, that sort of thing. So it's big tonnage, which is exactly what Rio just love. So that's a big driver. And we'll also be looking for a short-term, I think, development opportunity with our Minyari Waka, the 720,000 ounce deposit. We just need to get some more holes in the ground there to develop that up, but we're really confident, and it has high grade intersections in there, so we're really confident that we can develop something up there to push it and really get a cash flow started. That's what it's all about. Okay.
Got it. So with that, where can my audience go and find everything they need to know about Antipa Minerals?
Well, I think if they Google Antipa, there's not too many competitors there that they'll come across. Our name will be right up the top. So yeah, just our website, antipaminerals.com.au. If they go there, we've got all of the information there, or ring the company. Always happy to talk.
Perfect. Well, Stephen, thank you so much for joining me today. It really was a pleasure. I wish you guys the best of luck. Stay safe, and I look forward to our next update.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft. I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Beaver Creek, being held virtually this year. Stephen will be there presenting Antipa Minerals, and I thank you all for listening today.